So we're trying to make use of firebase. Wait, I had a small mistake in here. Firebase UI slash, because we want a package called animatedList. Okay, Firebase database UI Firebase animated list, and we're having a small issue here. Okay, now we can come in here and make use of this. Firebase animated list is what we want. I don't know if that's easy for you guys to see, but okay. Query, this is basically the database reference. So what I'm going to do is, here inside the DB, I'm going to okay, I'm going to copy this code here, or we can just do something like this: copy only this part, come back to the home page, and down here on the query, paste that. So to make it easy, you can just come here, Firebase, and let's import the package. Import package Firebase, Firebase database. Okay, Firebase database. Then here we're going to call this database is equal to Firebase database dot instance. And then what we can do here is database reference. Again, we're going to create a database reference, and we're going to have this database dot reference dot child posts, but we're not going to be able to do that from here. So because what we can do here is come over here to the query, instead of writing there, database dot reference dot child, and I'll write here manually posts. Okay, so we are giving a reference to the database we want to query, and we want to query the child posts. Let me zoom this out and try to indent everything. Done. Now here for the item builder, we want to build this on our context. Then we need a data snapshot. Just open the models, because I want to make sure I write this correctly. This is what we need here. Just copy and paste it here. We don't need to define, but anyhow, snap then here animation double animation, and finally the last attribute we're going to need here is an index. Okay, I guess that from here we can just do a return. This works like a list builder. So what we're going to return here is this card, but actually let's return this with a padding. So I will copy all of this and I'm going to return this. There's something else that we have to do here, which is create a list of the type post, posts list. At the beginning it's going to have no posts, so and now we have to include the post packages or the post file. Just start this with a small letter, posts list. Okay, good. What else do we need to do here? We can create initial state, the posts list, because we will need to put all of the posts inside of a list, and then we're going to retrieve them from here. Okay, for example, in here where I have post now, we can just write post list index dot, we have post list index dot, one of the things we want is the title of the post, and here we still have to work with this, but to convert the date to this format, like a minute ago, a day ago, something like that. Okay, we are going to come and work with that, not now. Again, post list index for that particular post dot body. Okay, now excuse me, with this done, we can come over here, and now what we want to do, we want to make sure that when we add something to the database, we get that on our app instantaneously. Okay, so we can do here firebase, no, database, because we already have the firebase reference there, reference child, and I can just do string node name again is equal to posts, and here just put posts, on child added. This is basically an event listener. So every time a child is added, listen, and then we're going to call a method called child added, for example. Okay, so what are we doing? We're giving a reference to our database node, and we are using event to make sure that when a child is added, that child is going to be added to the list of posts so that we can display that inside of our app. Okay, now let us create this method. Create method, and of course, because we want to listen to an event here, you can just write void event. And on our particular case is the child added event that we want to listen to. Then we want to set state. For the posts list, we want to add. What do we want to add is posts from snapshot. We want to add event dot snapshot, and this is all that we will want to do over here. Again, here we're just making sure when a child is added, a new child is added on our database. Oh, what's the issue here? Okay. I see the issue. Let me copy here because I did something I wasn't supposed to do. I did something I wasn't supposed to do. I did something I was not supposed to do. The function has a return type of event void, but does not end with a return statement. What can be the issue over here? Maybe something I'm overlooking. Okay. Event. Let me make sure that we are adding event here. Event. And try to figure out what the issue is over here. Oh, here is the main problem here is that this is empty, while back there we are calling for a particular event. So here, let me just erase this. So this is supposed to be called like this, and now it's going to work. So going back again, and I guess that this is the longest video I ever made, and now I'm super tired, but anyhow, child added event, and we have here when the child is added, we want to update a post list so that we can insert the content of the database inside of this list, and finally we'll be able to display that inside here. Okay, there was a lot of coding going on. Let us now work this out. Let me try to rerun the app. Matter of fact, let him. Okay, and here we have all posts from the database. I just stopped the app, but let me run the app again. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we have our blog app, if we may call it like that, up and running. But there's couple tweaks that we would do to make this work in a better way. Here we have that. Just to finish up with this first version of the app, we would have to do couple tweaks, and one of them is here when we add a post. When we add a post, what we want to do is, where is the method to add the post? After this method is executed, we may just need to do a navigator dot push pop. Okay, we can do a push material page route. From this context, we want to call the home page. Let us include this file. Done. But let's do a push replacement to make sure we can't go back to this page afterwards. And something else we want to do here on our home page is making sure that where do we have the code here inside of a column. This is, we'll use a widget I like very much called visibility widget, meaning the list is only visible if what? Visible if post list is not empty. Else, if let's give another visibility widget, is going to be visible post list dot is empty, meaning if we have nothing on our post list, let's have a center widget. Inside of the center widget, we can have what? Container, alignment dot center, and child, which is a circular progress indicator. Okay, and here for the body, we may give something like style text style. Oops. Give it a font size of 18. I think that's good enough. 0.0. We run the app. Let us run the app and make sure that everything works as it was supposed to. Just a second, this may take some time sometimes, but I think my emulator is not responsive. But what we can do is stop the app and run it again. Okay, we have our progress indicator. And there's something not working perfectly. Oh, sorry. Here is supposed to be if that it's not empty. Okay, let's run the app again. So here we have it. Okay, let's try to add a post. And unfortunately I don't like very much to run it on the Android emulator because it's kind of slow, but okay. I do love cars, blah 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 blah. Let's just add some dummy text here. And you see, instantaneously we have the posts here. And you can go and add Android, for example. So we have the basic structure of our blog app done, and I think we can stop. I can stop this video here for now, and we will continue on this. See you on the next one.